Hey, what is going on, everybody? This is Odell with Odell Concrete, and the job I'm going to be showing you guys today was one of the worst clients I've ever had to work for. He was rude, disrespectful, treated my workers poorly, and we're going to go into all the detail, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly what happened on this job. So getting right into it, this guy was actually a contractor, and he was referred to me by another contractor I knew. So when I went out to go give this guy a bid, I really wasn't thinking I would have to worry about anything. Basically, the first day I went out to give this guy a quote, seemed like a really chill guy. All he was really looking to do was just get rid of all this excess dirt that was built up from his pool excavation build, and then we were just going to be pouring a regular concrete patio slab back here. Pretty basic stuff. So I'm already thinking to myself, alright, cool, no problem, easy money, this is what we live for. But this was basically the first red flag that should have caught my eye when I was there giving the bid, but didn't. There was a larger concrete patio that was added in his backyard about 2 months prior, before he contacted me to do the rest of his concrete work. And I was kind of thinking in my head, why would you not bring back the same guys that poured your original concrete patio out? Because when I was there, the concrete slab looked perfectly fine. I didn't see any reason not to bring back the other concrete crew. But at the time, I was just trying to get the job. I was trying to get more work for me and the guys. So I really didn't second guess it. But what most likely happened was those guys didn't get paid, and now I'm walking into the same exact trap. So let's just get right into the video, and you guys will see exactly how this job played out. Alright, here we are, guys, on a brand new project. We're going to be doing some drains and concrete. This was already pre-dug out for us. We're just connecting and tapping into what's existing. Goes right out to the front. So you already got the whole all cord out for us. It's pretty nice. We're just going to be getting rid of this dirt and concrete though. I'm just filling that in. And in the backyard, we're going to be doing a concrete patio. We got Omar and Roman out here.
What's up, man? How you guys doing? Been a while.
Yeah. Actually, did you guys just see the video I posted?
I haven't.
It's
I haven't been online so much.
You guys are in it.
Which one is it?
It's the one you guys did with me last time, the paver one, with the diamond.
The front yard with the...
Estuvo ahí, ¿o?
Yep.
With the vinyl? Otro?
Yep, with the vinyl.
No va a entrar todo porque...
Alright, so right back here, basically right from the corner, we're gonna do all brand new concrete. We're gonna be taking a lot of this extra dirt that was dug out from the pool, boxing around the pool equipment and the AC unit as well. Probably gonna be throwing in 2 drains. That's what I'm thinking right now. We're gonna line up with the existing right here. As long as we have a good slope from this corner, because this was a cutout piece of slab that they cut out. I'm probably gonna try to match that exact back to the drain. Put a drain here, and then one more around this area. So as you guys can see, this was supposed to be a pretty simple concrete patio slab. Nothing too crazy at all. Except the way he wanted it built was very unorthodox, especially for a concrete patio. Basically, when I was there giving him the bid, he was asking for a basic slab at first. But as soon as I left, he started texting me, "Hey Tim, do you think you can actually dig down 10 inches for the concrete slab?" He wanted 4 inches of base, 2 inches of sand, and then the rest in concrete. So at this point, I'm already thinking to myself, that makes literally 0 sense, especially for Southern California where we don't get any freeze or thaw weather. So it literally makes no sense to dig down this deep for a concrete patio slab unless he was trying to throw down some pavers for this area, because that's what you would normally do for setting up pavers. It just doesn't make any sense. But I mean, if he's willing to pay to do all this extra work, then I have no problem doing it for him. But I think that was just it. He was planning on not paying since the beginning. The other problem I started having too, once I started digging down that deep, his pool equipment wasn't even deeper than 10 inches. So once I started going down to around those levels, I started hitting the pipes. As you can see right there, I literally broke an electrical conduit that I had to repair. So, I mean, I don't know who inspected all this stuff, but this stuff wasn't even deep enough. So I'm struggling to dig this dirt out because of all the pipes that were in the way. And if you look very closely, you'll see a little yellow pipe sticking out of the dirt. That's a gas line. Those are supposed to be at least 18 inches deep. Maybe he was planning for me to hit his pipes so he could find excuses or reasons not to pay. I mean, he did find other quotation marks reasons why he didn't want to pay in the end. And of course, we'll get into all those other reasons. But I think he was trying to set me up from the beginning. And I just think it baffles me because here he is, a contractor, trying to basically bankrupt another contractor. And as most of you guys might be in the trades, you know this work is not easy. And to basically be stiffed at the end of a job can really hurt you in a lot of ways, business-wise, family-wise, and just being able to get by, because one bad job can really set you back. Alright, so that's it for the day today. We got a lot of this dirt out. Only problem here is the footing on this block wall is taking up a lot of the homeowner space on this side. Whoever built this wall only built it to the elevations for the neighbor. They weren't considerate to this homeowner because this footing is extremely high. I'm sure a lot of you have ran into this issue. That is right there, the level we need to be at. You can see this footing is literally like 3 inches higher from this point right here. So they weren't very considerate when building this block wall. Probably didn't get inspections because inspector, I'm sure, would have said you have to build it to this elevation, not this elevation, because this is a lower lot elevation home and it's actually on a hill, so all of it's going down that way. So what we're gonna do tomorrow is we're just gonna try to cut this footing, not too much because we don't want to risk the structure, but just enough to give it a little bit more space. Otherwise we'd have like a 2-foot curve sticking out right here, and that's a lot of space lost. So here we are the next day, and as you guys can see, digging down to 10 inches, I was running into a lot of problems with the block wall foundation footing, all the pool equipment, pipes. Getting my drains in was a struggle, but I was still trying to be very vigilant and thoughtful in the process of getting everything installed for this homeowner. So hopefully you guys can see this. We got a bunch of pool equipment in this area, so there's no way of us really getting a drain through this area. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the drain just slope up towards this way, put our drain right here because we need one right here and one on the other side. Then we're gonna slope the drains down this way, tee off right there, dig out behind the AC unit, and work our way out the back side basically of all this pool equipment. And then we're just actually gonna throw a little T right down here, shoot it back up so we can get one more drain in this area. The other thing that the homeowner was doing was he was basically building a case against me and my workers as we were doing the job. Since he was here a lot as we were working on the project, he was finding any and every problem he could with what we were doing. I mean, basically the first problem was the fact that we broke one of the conduit pipes. Even though we fixed it, in his mind, that was a deduction off the final cost of the job. Another problem in his mind was the fact that we weren't being clean enough on the job site. We weren't picking up after ourselves, which is not true. Another problem we were having was the fact that we were leaving at 3 o'clock every day instead of 4 o'clock. He wanted us to work on his schedule and longer hours, which doesn't make any sense because we don't work for his company. He hired us to do a job, and as long as we are getting the tasks we need to get done for the day, that's all that matters. My guys even actually used his wheelbarrow he had in the backyard one time, and he started going off on him. He started literally yelling at one of my employees, telling him he had no right to fill up his wheelbarrow and use it to get rid of some of the dirt in the backyard. And I totally understand, it's his wheelbarrow, but all those wheelbarrows look the same. We all have Jackson wheelbarrows, so if my employee mistakenly used his wheelbarrow, it's just an honest mistake, and there's no way that someone should be getting this upset over a wheelbarrow, to the point where actually I bought the homeowner a brand new wheelbarrow because he was telling him how he dented it, scratched it, and was making it sound like his wheelbarrow was unusable after we used it one time. So it was problem after problem with this homeowner. But every time the homeowner did get upset or had a problem, I always did try to stay as professional as possible and apologize for any mistakes we were making. But as you can see right now, we just brought in all the 3/4 inch rock, we compacted our base, brought in our sand, and now it is the next day. We are starting to get our rebar grid set up. We're going to be putting in number 4 rebar, 1 foot on center as requested by the homeowner. And then we also dialed in to the existing concrete patio that helps the concrete slabs from shifting from one another. So that was basically the whole demo and setup portion of this video and the troubles that we were already going through at the very start of this job. During the concrete patio pour is when things got even more heated, especially in the morning. But that basically wraps up this part in the video. Make sure you stay tuned for part 2. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Comment down below what you thought about the whole process I went through on this. I'm curious to know what you guys think I should have done differently maybe. But anyway, stay tuned for part 2. But also don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment any questions you may have, and stay tuned because part 2 is coming up next.